Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for having me today. My name is Supriyadi, Head of B2B Solution, Indosat Ooredoo. My job is helping the enterprises to plan and design what kind of solution that can help them to accelerate digital transformations. Today, I'm going to share to all of you my view about IoT technology and how it is can enable new opportunities. I have prepared the presentation for today. Let me open it. There are three agendas that I want to share to all of you in my presentations today. The first is I want to show to you why IoT, why this technology is important, and what driving all the enterprises to leverage this technology. And second, how IoT helps businesses to enable the opportunity, what benefit they can get, and how is the development stages. And the last, I want to show to all of you our experience in Indosat, how IoT being implemented, and then what is actually the opportunity that Indosat can get from these solutions, and also for the entire B2B customers. Let's start from the first questions. Why IoT? Why IoT can enable new opportunity? So there are two key drivers that I think it is the reason why IoT is promising, why IoT can build a new opportunity. According to IDC report, next year there will be 7.8 billion US dollar potential businesses coming from IoT. This number will keep increasing with more than 10% annually, and predicted will reach about 9.3%. It will reach about 9.3 billion by 2024. From this total potential business, 36% of revenue are coming from manufacturing, followed by property sectors, 18%, and then healthcare 10% and utility 7%. With almost 40% from total market, manufacturing is very important industry for IoT, as well as for Indonesia. Even manufacturing sector contributes around 20% from Indonesian GDP. And manufacturing also one of industry that's still growing during the crisis conditions. Despite the huge potential market that we know from IoT, total addressable revenue that can be captured by operator is still relatively small. It is accumulated around 2% from total revenue. And even according to my analysis, 81% of this revenue are coming from connectivity. It's very small compared with the potential market that available in the market nowadays. So then, having this fact, then IoT has huge potential business with low market competitions. It brings attractive and promising market for a telco operator. So then let's see the second driver, why IoT is very important and promising. This one we can see that lots of company experiencing disruptions. It is being disrupted by three parts. So we call it triple disruptions. Digital disruption is the first one. The emergence of startup with digital platform has been changing customer behavior. It can deliver solution with different business model, with a very much better experience, and shifting the market into the digital eventually. For example, the emergence of ride-sharing startup like Gojek or Grab that killing many transportations company in Indonesia. Or another example is the rise of e-commerce like Tokopedia, Bukalapak, Shopee, that smash retail company into pieces, or even the disruptions that happening in the financial sectors due to the P2P lending, which is it is eating banking and financing company market share. So the second disruption is the pandemic itself. Large-scale social distancing implementations in Indonesia bring many impacts upon the business operations. Some restrictions for the physical stores, such as operational time, crowd limitations, are not happening during the pandemic. And it is almost 2 years already. And the impact, some of them cannot survive and have to close the business. And the last is millennial disruptions. The emergence of digital habit and new purchasing behavior that drives by rise of the Generation Z. It makes all well-known brand become too obsolete. This brand, sometimes it is big with their old transactional model, seems not fit anymore with this millennial culture. Hence, millennials see them as not cool or irrelevant for them. And eventually, it led by these generations. These disruptions has killed many businesses that cannot adapt and transform in the recent time. Many retailers in Indonesia, for example, like Carrefour, Giant, Matahari, or Ramayana department store, they fell down. They closed hundreds of stores, shut down their businesses entirely. This is not happening only for retail industry, but also giving impact to the other in the segment as well. So then we have seen the two key drivers that drive why IoT very important, and then how IoT can enabling the opportunities. Basically, IoT transforming the industry to survive from the disruptions by four different stages. IoT can bring values on visibility, continuous improvement. It can help them to building a business model, and by the end of the day, it could help them to create disruptive solutions. The first stage of the first stage of the implementations is building the smart machines. This is the foundations of digitizing process by leveraging IoT technology. IoT being implemented by putting various sensors together, all machinery's data, enable real-time communications between machines and system, and also helping them to visualize all the data into real-time insight, so then they can know how is the performance. In this stage, company can start to get benefit of this visibility about how they could on the operational performance, and then also create a more deep analysis on how to improve and continuous doing the improvement for the current performance. And then after that, IoT can help the company to have smart analysis. This will augment all the collecting data to do further analysis and help them to involving other technologies such as machine learning to enable predictive and prescriptive analytics. With this stage, company will enjoy the benefits of predictive maintenance, planning synchronizations, and even to create self-actions towards the operations. The third stage is smart services. This is the ability of leveraging collected data and system automations, and it can opening new capabilities to the company, which is the ability to create some smart services. The company even able to deliver their solution beyond their traditional business model. For instance, the visibility of data towards operational process, bringing clear data about what and how they use their machineries. So then to scale up the operations, they can choose later on whether company should invest or just to rent. Similar with that, they can build new business model for their services. They can offer a service business model rather than purchase. The last stage is smart value creations. This is the stage where company will take the highest benefit from digital supply chain. Soon, we are going to, witnessing the automations on the supply and demand process. Company with digital foundations will be ready to be part of fully digital supply chain network. All machines will have its own decision-making capabilities. It can order spare part, for example, to register supply automatically, and supply will digital foundations. With digital foundations, they can take this order processes and deliver the goods automatically. And by the end of the day, the operator, like a telco, will take many benefits, since it will be an enabler for the businesses by providing technologies, solutions, as well as the expertise to expedite the company for doing the transformations. So let's see how Indosat experience on implementing IoT to help the enterprises opening new opportunities. Let's start with the first use case. This is the experience of delivering IoT for a manufacturing industry. For this case, it takes one example from PVC company, the second largest PVC company in Indonesia. At a time, this company has several challenges and expectations. In the operational, this company experiencing issues such as low machine availability, high operational costs due to the downtime, lots of waste, and due to manual process and scattered data, and also unintegrated data, they don't have visibility to see how is the current machine's performance, and even they don't have visibility about the actual cost for each product being produced. And by having this technology, the company expect that it can help them to increase the overall effectivity equipments beyond 80%, and then supporting their continuous improvements agenda, and building agile process to support supply chain synchronizations. So Indosat delivering industrial IoT to enable them building, creating the new opportunities by using this approach. So what we have done is to help them transforming their analog processes into the digital one. We help them to provide smart machines environments. In this part, we provide IoT devices and sensors, and then capture all the analog data and convert into the digital, and store this data into the factory data lake. By having all data in one place, it is easier us to visualize any important process and extract data in the near real time. Now, the factory enjoy actual information upon the productions. They can get alert and alarm for any incidents and act proper response towards any situations. Company also start to improve their overall equipment effectiveness to reach their objective. On the next stage, actually this is still working in progress. We try to help them to build predictive analysis for maintenance, building more clever alarm for potential issue on the machineries, and to build advanced analytics for help them to create planning synchronizations. On the next stage, we do hope that we could bring them smarter services and enable this company to build new business model and creating disruptive solutions for the industry. So let's see for the second use case. This is our use case that we take from the implementations of IoT for a utility company. With more than 400 companies in Indonesia, this utility sector, which is the water company, is very important for the people life as well as promising on the business point of view. The IoT solution is being implemented to solve their issues on the operational and catch up on the business challenges. In the operational, they want to reduce non-revenue water. They want to have decreasing the ratio to be below 20%, increase customer satisfactions by reducing customer complaint because of a bill shock or inaccurate data due to the manual meter reading, and also to shorten their response time upon the water leakage. Manual process and no integrated digital data available at this moment that lead to lack of visibility towards almost everything. No leakage detections, no actual water consumptions, no actual data performance. Meanwhile, the company has huge expectations to improve its business, from decreasing the non-revenue water, increase customer satisfactions, into lowering the bad debt. How to solve the issue? So basically, there are several parts that we deliver for this segment according to different use case. Started in water treatment plant, some IoT sensors deployed to measure operational on water processing. We collect some data such as turbidity, water quality, water flow, and pressure. And then continue into the distribution part. Some data logger has been put on each water meter at district metering area. And then the last, the implementations of sensor on the water meter in consumer side. All collected data presented to a different department, and then visualizing all important data according to the different needs. Besides visualizations, the next stage, the plan to be deployed smart analysis to help them more proactive and informed for any potential leakage. Further, we expect IoT solutions can deliver better customer experience and new business model, help the company to provide different solutions such as a prepaid model according to customers' need, or having different operational models such as managed services to simplify the assets management and lowering company spending on CapEx. The last use case is implementations of IoT for smart city. Smart city in Indonesia has been started since 2017 with push from government through 100 smart city movement. However, most of the implementation were still on building digital infrastructures and solutions for smart governance. And now, implementing smart solutions, employing IoT technology become to the agenda for most of municipals in on the smart city. IoT being employed with objective to solve city issues on managing assets, increasing visibility, and to managing citizens' report. With so many aspects need to be managed and controlled, smart city team really need to have ability to see real-time assets informations, to track and monitor positions, conditions, and performance upon assets. To have single pane of window to operate all the apps and to leverage all collected data for advanced analytics. As part of long journey of smart city implementations, we tried to deploy IoT solution as part of the entire of smart city strategy, where the solutions built in specific based on objective on each smart city pillars. The solution itself varies from only to collect environment or assets data from employing sensors up to IoT solutions to enabler business aspects such as integrated POS for e-commerce and payment, as well as the smart parking solutions and Intex, or the solutions that aim to increase city decrease city spending through effective and agile operational, such as smart lighting that help them to control street lighting in order to reduce power consumptions, fleet management to fleet management to monitor heavy vehicles such as garbage truck or forklift. By having solutions, municipal could visualize all operational data, get insights in immediate time, and eventually augmented the data to create better service experience to the citizen. And finally, for operator telco like Indosat itself, IoT will open opportunity to shift out our role from only delivering connectivity become to an ecosystem orchestrator. As we know, most of telco revenue on M2M majority contributed by connectivity business, right? So then with IoT, telco trying to enlarge its role by developing a platform and various solutions that fits with a specific industry. Building horizontal platform that and act as an orchestrator is promising approach. Whereas with the right platform, telco will be sitting in the middle as enabler for any businesses to support them executing their agenda on digital transformations. Ladies and gentlemen, I have reached my end of presentations. I hope this presentation is not too much on the informations. Once again, thank you for your attention and interest for these presentations. Let's continue with the Q&A.